Right, this is one that literally just came out of nowhere and apparently has been causing a bit of waves. I first had this sent to me by Silent, who is a follower of mine, has been helping me out in Black Desert as well. And then literally 5 minutes after him, about eight other people were like, hey, what's your thoughts on this? So let's find out. This is done by Penguin San. Hopefully you can see there. And you got Styles, Mint Toy, and Ghost 094. This appears to be an any % run, so it's not glitchless. And the reason I say that immediately is because we've got a busy little B stack right there. Okay, I'm not making it last. We've got a busy little B stack right there, which I'm a little bit out of the loop with the speed running lately. It's not been a thing I've really kept up with for a while. The last I really kept up with were the community rules, which basically meant if you're going into a speed run to do glitchless, you have to go in with basically nothing. So just for the fact that he's got Busy Little B already stacked, this is going to count as an any %. And judging by the time, 14 minutes 24, it's not world record. I believe world record's held by SNB, and they're about a minute off. I think SNB's like 13:30, so they're like just under a minute off or something. But anyway, let's have a gander, let's have a look, see what they're rocking.
You've got your objective. Don't let anything stand in your way.
Interesting choice of MMR on this guy, the SR1. They've got an FI player, clearly someone's running FI. FI and foam, that's interesting. Why are they running FI and foam? Why not just go Eclipse to spread? Overcharge immediately, that's good. Oh, first shot's a miss. Oh, we're running determined. Definitely not a glitchless. Yeah, when it comes to speedrunning, I don't know if it's like universally accepted, but at least in like the larger, more well-known speedrunning communities, determined is considered a glitch. So it's 100%. This is now, at least from my understanding, this is now an absolutely in any %. We went in with Busy Little B stacks, and we're running determined. So this can't even be remotely claimed to be glitchless now at any point. And interestingly, he's got hollow point. So we've got Side Styles is running Repair Hive with foam. That's an interesting combination. Mint has shield with EMP. Ghost has shield with EMP, and this guy's running Hot Shot. No, but is he? No, he doesn't have any. He has no Hot Shot icons. Is he the one running Ongoing Directive? He has no Hot Shot icons. Ongoing Directive Headhunter. That seems like a bit of a waste, especially with this style of play. The only thing you're really getting is the reload. Run Hot Shot. You don't have to reload, dude. This seems like a weird mix.
System reactivated.
DPS players seem a bit low. That took a hell of a long time to get that last ad down. Doesn't appear to be running creeping. That initial foam only got 2 ads. Like, it should have at least, if you're running creeping, that should have at least got like 5 or 6. I mean, this is just at this point just another determined run. I don't think determined holds any world records at this point, to be fair. So nope. 2 miss. That's the price of paying too much determined. You just miss a lot. Ah, we're on console as well. That probably explains it.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
They got rid of the Chunga pretty quick, or at least one of them. I don't know where the second one's on the right. Concussion as well, that's an interesting choice. What sort of damage is he hitting? Let's actually look at first shot. We're going to have a little nosy at the first shot. $37 mil. So back talent is irrelevant. Backpack talent's irrelevant. Honestly, doesn't matter. 35 mil there. 34. 4-player scaling on legendaries. Elites have like, I think totals like, I think it's just under 25 total EHP. So both health and armor. It's like, you know what? We'll double check. We'll do a double checkaroonie. We like a double checkaroonie. $25.21 mil. So they have like 19.8 million armor, 5.4 million health. The total EHP is 25 mil. So you only need to hit like, be hitting 25 mil. Removing concussion from that would probably take it down to like 28, 29. You're still doing more than enough. I'm not sure if you could, if you're doing leg shots on a Warhound, I'm not sure if you could one-shot them then. But yeah, like backpack talent, not really required, probably for the first shot only, but in first shot only standards, Vigilance is going to be better, and then after that, the rest of your build, team buffs, as well as just mostly Headhunter, is going to take over. Backpack talent from there is just immaterial. So, weird choice going for concussion. We still got FI up, so yeah, I don't know, maybe they... that's really confused me. Oh, he's just changed. No more FI. Don't...
Serious trauma detected.
His positioning's good, but again, it's determined, so he just needs to get like to a point of where he can even remotely see them. This is why a lot of people within the speedrunning community just outright disagree with determined even being of use. It's also why the community at large basically said that if you're using a determined run, we're going to count it as any percent, not glitchless. And also, like, the idea of speedrunning, like, okay, yeah, like, the first part of it is to try and do it as quick as possible, but the second part is to sort of show your team composition, your skill within the game. There's no skill in Determined. There isn't. I know someone's going to want to argue it, but there is literally no skill within Determined. Alright, coming up to the chopper spam era. Be interesting to see how they deal with this. Be interested to see how the determined player deals with this, actually. Is he going to help and support his team, or is he just going to solo wing it? He's soloing it. He's not supporting the team at all. That's a bit of a negative on there. Not too sure why you EMP'd them, dude. Bit of a weird thing to EMP them. Warhounds come down like, you know. EMPing them again. Why? You don't need to EMP them. Oh, we've got a chopper skip. Definitely not glitchless now. I mean, depending on like the rules you would subscribe to, maybe you could argue against going in to the mission with a busy bee stack. Maybe you could argue against the use of determined, depending on what community you're in. However, we have now fully skipped two helicopters. Also, we just call it chopper skip. So, like, regardless of what like stance you wanted to take on the previous two, like I said, going in busy bee stacks or the use of determined, we've now skipped choppers, which is 100% an exploit. This is 100% a glitch. It is now, like, regardless of your stance on anything else, this is now 100% a any percent. This is not glitchless. Which then also actually kind of means that if they're going for an any percent speed run, this is kind of slow. And I also believe in terms of if they were actually trying to even promote this as glitchless, I think in terms of overall prioritization, it is kind of a I don't know. I'd have to get in contact with the people that hold the current glitchless world record, but I kind of feel like they're probably wasting a lot of time in a variety of areas. Just they're leaning very heavily on determined, and there's a lot of quicker ways to do things than with determined. Like skipping those choppers as well is like maybe I think it's like a 5-second save, maybe. Yeah, he's running weird. Why are you running ongoing directive, my guy? The reason he's waiting is the next group of enemies, they spawn really far at the back. And if you wait and go down at the last second or let it drag you, you can basically get to the enemy spawn point so that you can foam them all in the same spot and then kill them like immediately. Rather than having them run down, and then I'm assuming he would stay back and deal with the last chopper unless they skip it. I mean, they've skipped 2 choppers here, so 100% not glitchless at this point. Yeah, he's going to wait for the drag. Or is he going to wait for the drag, or is he running? Running. So I'll show where the first spawn actually is. I mean, they're there now, but when it's actually comes to it, I'll show where they are, where it actively spawns. Assuming we can get somewhat of a good look at it. I mean, you just got 2 pretty quick, clean headshots there. Why are you running determined, dude? Just you can basically take out this entire chopper in 2 shots. But like while we're here, where that chopper is, like they're dropping them down, that's literally where the first spawn is, behind this little block here. Like where they're dropping down behind that block, that's where the first spawn is. There's like six ads, 3 warhounds, and 2 mini tanks. I think something like that. Just foam, EMP the area and just lay into them. It's easily done. If you've got things like seeker mines and you can get an overcharge there, you can actually wipe them out pretty quick. Yeah, it's easily done. You just need someone to delay the timer. And after they spawn, if you don't delay the timer, they come running out, they sprint all the way down. They basically camp out just left of where this guy is stood. This is the rear chopper. This is pretty easy to deal with. You can one-shot this entire chopper. He took 3 bullets. This is what I mean by like determined actually isn't that good. There's a few areas where it's like you just needed 1 bullet there, dude. You didn't need all of that. You just needed 1 bullet. But you opted for determined, so now you got to do 3, which is slowing you down. I mean, it is a pretty good run. I'm just critical because I do not like determined. I don't think it should be in the game. That's just my personal take. But yeah, people have asked me to watch this, so here we are. Good use of scan. Should have been foamed though. Don't know why EMPing. Why is it not foamed? Why is it not foamed? You should be up there by now. Come on. You should have 2 people pushing the next room. This room is really slow. Really slow. This room should have been cleared by now. You should be like making your way up towards the back room for the final spawn in the hovercraft. Wasted all that time to get that grenade off for it to hit nothing. I mean, we casual run this room typically, and we do it with 1 person and 1 person playing DPS and 1 person playing CC, and we get through this room quicker. Like, we're heading up the ladder now. This is, and they should have just kept 2 people back. You can have both spawn at the same time, dude. We're wasting so much. Avoid it. Nah, Chunga priority, dude. Your sniper. Get rid of that helmet. Oh, messy, messy, messy. It's kind of a shame because they do seem like a really well-organised team. But in setups like this, maybe not in this last era, because this last era really does rely on DPS, but previously, CC is more important than a healer. Easily, CC is more important than a healer. It is a little bit twitchy now, especially with the status changes, but it is still vastly more important than a healer. You'll probably go quicker because you're actually going to take less output. You don't need to be relying on determined this much. I kind of feel like your entire team composition is literally designed around keeping the determined player in play, which shouldn't be a thing. Their use of overall mechanics is okay. I feel like they need to be understand spawn rotations a little bit more. Especially like entering the hovercraft, you just need 2 people to stay back, push 2 people forward, one being a CC and 1 being a DPS. Clear out the internal hovercraft. By the time that's done, the heli is coming in behind you. You wasted doing that back and forward in the helicopter. You've wasted 10 seconds, easy. And this is just from someone that runs Tidal casually. Like, I think my casual Tidal time is like 16 minute. Like, and you're getting like 14:38 as a speed run. Still, well gelled team. Just I kind of feel like they're leaning on the wrong thing, essentially. And that dude's gliding. I like it when there's a good bit of gliding going on. Look at him, look. Do, 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 do. How are they going to do this? What build was that? I can't get it in time. I'm slow. I'm sorry, what? What am I looking at here? Four-piece strikers, Group O with Obliterate, Bloody Knuckles, ACS with Fast Hands, and an SR1 with Determined on strikers. Like, are you okay?
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Tell you what, you're a lucky ducker there, friend. Lucky ducker.
Serious trauma detected.
This is really messy. Really, really messy. Did he somehow manage to get back to, or is he still running? Hang on, right? He went into... Ah, he's just changing the chest. Right, so as he scrolled down, do we get to... Is he rocking like a headshot strikers? We can't really see.
Medical assistance needed. System disrupted. System restored. Serious trauma.
This last room just seems like pure panic. I kind of like it. This is what I'm here for. Back to rocking Determined though. I wouldn't mind hearing their comms. I mean, I'm aware I said they seem like they've had good team synergy, but this last area here, there's no, like... Obviously, we can't hear call-outs, but it literally looks like no one's calling anything out. It all looks like they're all just running around going... and hoping for the best. Right, now break the chunga. Determined players, man. Jesus Christ. You can break the chunga the quickest and the easiest. Bloody use it. But he's still there. Hit the chunga. Mint is getting fucked up. So Styles, because you won't break the chunga. Now you're getting messed up because you won't break the chunga. Someone break the chunga. Jesus Christ. I was getting angry at that. Oh, determined players. Jesus. If you got the stack, I'm sorry, just get a new one. Learn how to aim. Break the chunga. You are doing everyone in your team a favour. Break the damn chunga. They're also big, slow and clunky. You can literally use the chunga to regain your stack. Break the chunga. Pretty good run. Not a fan of determined. 100% not glitchless. I mean, point A is quite simply... Oh, YouTube's doing the funny again. Point A is they've got coming in with busy little B stacks, depending on what community rules you subscribe to. That's against the rules. Using determined is against the rules for glitchless anyway. And then around here, there is... If it's going to play. So after this chopper here, I'm not sure if they actually show the error. If we can scroll back a bit. Right, so after you destroy this chopper here, if we just go back. After the chopper on the right hand side, there's another chopper that spawns over here. I'll make it big screen. Over here by this mounted turret. And then another chopper that spawns literally along this platform. So there's two more choppers here. They fully skipped them by use of an exploit. So 100% not glitchless. Like that's the one you can't argue with. Like they are skipping choppers. So this is any percent. And they're about a minute behind, as far as I'm aware, on glitchless. So I believe the top competing teams are all within like, I think it's like 10 seconds or so. So like, in terms of like a minute behind for like me, you, and a lot of other people doesn't sound like a lot. But in terms like the speed running world, a minute behind is like slow. That would be like back when I was speed running. If we were running like even 20 seconds behind what we were doing, it would be wipe, reset, start again. So yeah, although, I mean, thankfully he hasn't put like world record or anything in the title, which would be, I think I'd have to leave a spicy comment on that regard. But yeah, pretty good run. Disappointed with determined. Saying that, has anyone mentioned it? Let's have a look. GG's, yeah, good GG's, I agree. Maybe not the weird faces GG's. Insane one-shot build? Not really. You would be better off with hotshot. You'd probably get more damage. It'd also mitigate the ability, your need to reload. Especially if you are going to be using determined, as well as you could put a more powerful MMR on. A lot more powerful MMR SR1 base is 464,385. If you went with the Model 700, 499. So that's like another, what's that? Like another 30k damage at base. Ooh. So yeah, not really. Concussion instead of because of the uptime. No, uptime doesn't matter. Exactly. You don't need it. That's a weird response. No. Most speedruns use vigilance over concussion, especially on builds like this, because you just need it for the first shot, where concussion isn't up for the first shot. After that, most people don't care for backpack talents on headshot builds because Headhunter takes over. Like Headhunter does more than enough damage. Hotshot build, try the real way. Got around 60, 70 minutes, no problem. And that's like average for like more more experienced teams, should we say. That's about average. To go faster. No, you don't. No, you don't. Check out SMB and Toasty. It's faster, efficient. Someone doesn't have Regulus. Someone doesn't have Ouroboros. Pretty good run. But yeah, not for me because determined. Tell you what, let's have a look at. I did see them. So Side Styles. Is that the same one? Uh, 1743139. 1743139. Do you show end screen, dude? 1743139. Yeah, so he's saying, so not glitchless, not world record. Sorry, dude. 100%. What have you got up? Oh, you haven't got one up yet, I don't think. That's not glitchless world record. You're about 2 minutes off. But yeah, I would be intrigued to see what they could do with a little bit more practice and not using determined. They could probably get, I reckon, easy 20, maybe 30 seconds off their time if they actually committed to it rather than relying on determined. But yeah, have fun, good luck, don't die. It's bad for the health.